Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Several parts of Luzon are still under signal number 1 as Typhoon Bising continues to move northwestward. Signal number 1 was placed over Sorsogon, Albay, eastern portion of Camarines Sur, Ticao Island, and Catanduanes. In Visayas, northern Samar, eastern Samar, Biliran, Leyte, southern Leyte, and Camotes Islands will also be directly affected by Bising. While in Mindanao, Dinagat Islands, Surigao del Norte, and Surigao del Sur are also under signal number 1. Let's get more updates on Typhoon Bising. Joining us on the line is Pagasa weather forecaster, Mr. Raymond Ordinario. Sir, good afternoon.
Yes, Rita, good afternoon.
Sir, currently where is Typhoon Bising located?
So, Typhoon Bising was located as of 10 a.m. today around 645 kilometers east of Maasin City in southern Leyte, or around 545 kilometers east of Giwan, eastern Samar, having a maximum sustained winds of 185 kilometers per near the center and a gustiness that may reach up to 230 kilometers per hour. It is still moving on a northwest direction at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour, Lisa.
Sir, will Bising rather expected to make landfall?
So right now, based on our forecast track, there is a less likely that Bising will going to make landfall, but we don't rule out the possibility because we can also see a scenario wherein that there will be a westward shift in the track of Typhoon Bising, meaning to say it will mainly go close to the eastern section of Luzon area. So that's our 3 scenarios that we're looking on right now.
Sir, how about the scenario of Bising gaining strength? Is it possible that Bising becomes a super typhoon?
So right now, based on our analysis, so it may reach its peak intensity at around 205 kilometers per by tomorrow. So meaning to say, it will only reach a typhoon category until it exits our area of responsibility.
Sir Raymond, how about gale warnings? Do we have any?
Right now, we have a gale warning raised over the eastern seaboard of Mindanao, which includes Davao Oriental, and some and other parts of that eastern Mindanao. We have a signal number 1.
Finally, sir, what will the weather be like in other parts of the country, including Metro Manila?
So in the most parts of the country, we're going to generally expect a good weather condition or fair weather condition, aside from some isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. So right now, only the eastern section of our country is directly affected by this upcoming Typhoon Bising.
Thank you very much for your time. That's Pagasa weather forecaster Raymond Ordinario. Residents from Gigmoto, Catanduanes are bracing themselves for the possible impact of Typhoon Bising in their province. As early as now, fishermen from Barangay District 3 are already preparing for huge waves. Fishermen have brought their boats to safer grounds to avoid any damage, as most of the boats are newly made. Residents say they have learned from their experience with Typhoon Rolly last year, as the devastation heavily affected the livelihood of both fishermen and farmers in the area. Makati City authorities raid 2 bars in Makati for violating curfew hours. Personnel from the Public Safety Department conducted a surprise inspection along Burgos Street on Friday night. 30 people received a ticket to pay a fine of 1,000 pesos for violating health protocols. This is after they received a complaint from a concerned citizen that 2 bars in the area were operating despite existing MECQ guidelines. The Albi Music Lounge and Lions Pride were observed for 3 nights because of operating way past curfew hours. But the Lions Pride Bar said they were open only because they were training their personnel. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The lifting of the ban on new mining agreements is seen to generate over 42,000 jobs and ultimately boost economic recovery. Some groups, however, continue to warn of its environmental harm. Shaila Francisco with the details.
The Environment Department's Mines and Geosciences Bureau is now crafting the implementing rules and regulations of the executive order lifting the 9-year moratorium on new mining agreements. The Bureau has met with its technical division and is planning on coordinating with the Finance Department next week. With the IRR likely out within a month, the DNR is optimistic that the EO's benefits will be felt later this year. More than 100 mining projects may now proceed to development and commercial extraction based on the agency's priority list. 36 of these projects are currently in Phase 1, which means they are now in the last stages of processing permits. Most of these are non-metallic mining projects that produce aggregates and cement, which are needed for the government's Build, Build, Build program. 65 projects, mostly metallic mining, are on Phase 2 or early and middle stages of processing permits. The MGB estimates the mining projects to generate 42,000 jobs in 1 to 5 years. They also expect a revenue of around 20 billion pesos, with indigenous peoples also standing to benefit.
We expect na meron na rin na konting contribution sa taxes, revenues, employment, and multiplier effect itong mga new mining projects.
Civil society group Bantay Kita notes that the contribution of the mining sector could be more.
That number could be much larger if we revise the fiscal regime for mining companies. And this is our point. We can say that the mining sector is undertaxed.
The group also recommends that all mining companies pay the royalty fee not just in areas declared as mineral reservations. Bantay Kita adds that the fee should be based on the gross value of minerals to get more revenues from this sector. Some environmental groups, including Alianza Tigil Mina, flag environmental concerns of the new mining projects. But the MGB notes that they already created an administrative order that will limit the maximum allowed area for mining and other measures to prevent environmental damage. Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
TikTok's 38-year-old founder could soon be among the world's richest people. The valuation of this popular video-sharing platform may soon boost the personal fortune of ByteDance founder Zhang Yiming to $60 billion. Tim Stenowek reports on Bloomberg's Quick Take Charge.
It's time now for Quick Take by the Numbers, where we give you the numbers that tell the story. This morning's number is $60 billion. Zhang Yiming, the founder of ByteDance, that's of course the parent company of TikTok, could be worth more than $60 billion. That would make him among the richest people in the world. ByteDance isn't a publicly traded company, but shares trade in the private market at a valuation of more than $250 billion. People familiar with the dealings have said. And Zhang owns about a quarter of the company. With TikTok facing scrutiny in the US and India, Zhang has put more effort into ByteDance's newer and fast-growing Chinese businesses, which range from gaming to education to e-commerce. That helped the company increase sales to about $35 billion last year and operating profit to $7 billion. That's according to a person familiar with the results.
Now, how much are you willing to pay for a single tweet? Well, a certain blockchain CEO paid millions of dollars just to get his hands on the first tweet of Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey. Let's watch this. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 1 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.